child in here that we heard crying before?
That was like a whistle.
Yeah.
Ghost dimension.
Hey, hello everybody. It's Bear, and I'm doing a pop-up today so that the kids can kind of catch up with Darcy's birthday party that she had yesterday that's still going on, I guess rolling in the day. So I offered to jump in today and maybe give us some reads. So hello everybody. Hi Joe, Karen, Dan, Kay is here. Let's see who else. Lisa's here. So anyway, I'm going to do some reads. So if you guys want to read, put it in there. And I'm also going to give you the link if you want to jump in the studio with me. I'm happy to do that as well. So first of all, I have to light the candle, right? I just finished smudging. Came on a little early. You know, I always do that. And candle's lit. Gonna put it over here where Milan can't bug it because she's a brat and she's running around my desk today for whatever reason. So, oh, and if y'all, I just put a link in prior to the join me link because you know what? I got my shirt today. Yay! And if you guys want a shirt, get them while they're still available, and they're in the shop. And I just put that in the comments link, so hopefully y'all see it. And if you haven't got a shirt, go get a shirt before there's no more to get. I wish I could fly over to be with you guys that day, but I cannot, sadly. A lot of us in the US are stuck in the US right now. So let me put my cards there. Okay, so I have the cards here. I need my glasses to see, and Pip is being a real brat right now. She's over there in her cage and banging for attention. Her and Mango were out playing this morning, so she's not happy. I put her back in. Okay, so let me see where we are here. Sure, Dan, let me start with you, and I'll give one to Kay. And I'm just going to keep going down the line, so please be patient. I'll get there to you. And thanks for joining me today. So we have a beautiful day in the neighborhood at the lake today in my cave. It's gorgeous fall day today, even though it's not fall yet. Fall weather is what we're all getting. So it's beautiful outside, and I'm enjoying it inside with all my windows open. Okay, so we have for Dan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you know, I always take the 7th card because within the 7th card, there's 7 grandfather teachings. 7 is a sacred number, and there's 7 directions. And 7 is also a very prominent number in many cultures and spiritualities. Okay, so today you have, Dan, I gotta find out where I am here, the Earth card. Okay, so let's see what we've got for you today. Okay, with the Earth card. Okay. Yep. Okay, so the first thing I'm being told and shown is you are really grounded right now, and your Earth is like, gives us the energy for growth. It grounds us from negativity. It helps us balance. And this is a time in the next few days that you need to be in kind of in that headspace, if you want to say. So you need to make sure that you're not, that you're not making decisions like off the cuff, like just making them without thinking about them. Right now, you need to kind of pay more attention. We are in a retrograde, so that's part of the reason this Earth card's coming up. You need to make sure you see all aspects of decisions, any important decisions that you're going to be making in the next few days, and ground yourself and just take a few minutes to think about your choices with things. It's not anything heavy duty, but it'll help you kind of balance throughout this entire retrograde. And I laugh when people say, oh, retrograde. But a lot of times people don't understand why they're feeling stuck or why they're unable to finish things, or why they're just not able to get the things done that they want to get done. And it's a lot has to do with the planets and the way they are aligned right now. And you also find that, and I know I'm sure all of you have heard it, I used to work at a hospital for a long time, and we dreaded the tides, the high tides. We knew when stuff was going on. We knew when the full moon was there. So planetary energy definitely has stuff to do with how we feel, how we react, and all that good stuff. So right now, you need to make sure you're grounded, Dan, so that I'm almost feeling, and you're not the type of guy that would do this, but it's like you might get frustrated or angered about something. And again, they're just saying, let it go, ground yourself, and just prepare yourself so that you make the correct choices with whatever is going on. So that's your card today, Dan. And that'll be like, I want to say for you, it's going to be the next 2 or 3 days. So just kind of keep an eye on that, and don't be quick to make decisions until you really think them through. Okay, and that's the Earth card for you, Brother Dan. All right, so let me see here. Sure, Kay, what's going on with you today? Let's see what's going on with you today. Oh, holy crozes. I'm gonna shuffle them one more time. Okay, and we have for you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, your card I love these animals. Your card is the hummingbird. Okay, now hummingbirds, you know, and I'm sure some of you that have been here have heard me talk about them before. They're very rapid. You know, people hear them, they think they're flies or bees around your head or hornets, and it's actually the hummingbird. And it's because their wings flap and move so quickly, it's hard to catch them to be able to see their wings. They're like little, I call them little mini Huey helicopters flying around your head if you've got a lot of flowers outside and stuff. And what this is telling me for you, though, today is exactly the fact that you kind of burn through your energy really quickly right now, that you're in a, they're saying like in a state of flux. So it's like nothing's balanced. You know, you're having to drag energy from out of your hat, out of nowhere, to get things done, to be able to feel rested, to, it's like even they're saying like even when you go to sleep, you're not really sleeping a deep sleep. So you're not getting that revival or re-energized from what we are supposed to when we go to sleep. So they're telling me to tell you how the hummingbird goes around all day. Like as soon as the sun's up till the sun goes down, they're moving. And then at night, they slow their body down, their metabolism down so much that their heart literally appears to people that they're dead, that their heart has stopped. But it's not. It's just they slow it down so that there's one beat rather than 100,000 beats during, as it is during the day. So what I'm being told to share with you is, and I feel a lot of frustration too from you. So they're saying there's a lot of frustration going on. There's a lot of things that you feel like you don't have control with. And you're like I said, you're buzzing from one thing to the next. There's no real pattern to it. You're kind of scattered. But they're saying you still can have control over how you react to things. So if you need to tell people to slow down and you need to take a minute, you need to take a minute. Okay, and I know, having been a mom and having had parents that I took care of while they were ill for so long, I know it's really hard to do, because if you're not doing something to help, you feel kind of guilty about it. Been there, done that. You really need to take time out just for you. Whether it's a ritual you put together, like before you go to sleep at night, where you sit and just calmly breathe. People don't even realize how breathing affects our metabolisms. And if you take those deep breaths in, and I always say do one for every direction, hold it in and then exhale it. it really helps. And there's like a calming effect, and there's like an energy that you'll get back, but you'll be balanced. So that's what they're showing me today, is you have to take better care of self, and everything's going to be okay. You can't be expected to get everything done at once. It just isn't possible, no matter how good of a juggler you are as far as being able to multitask. They're saying don't multitask. You're not doing yourself any favors, and you're not doing things the way they should be done. So you need to slow it down a bit and just take that moment. Like I said, even before you go to bed at night, that's what they're saying. So be like the hummingbird. If you're busy all day, slow down before you go to sleep, shut your mind down, and do the breath exercises, and then try to get a deep sleep. You need to get that stuff off your mind, at least for sleep time. Okay? All right. I hope that resonated with you. It is the hummingbird. Okay, now I got to pull my glasses down here. Hi, Karen. How are you? I don't think I've talked to you before, Karen. Okay, so Lisa. Okay. Okay. Sorry, there's some other stuff going down here. Rob is here. Cheryl is here. Joe is here. Let's see who I can. Sure, Cheryl, I'll give you a card. I don't want this thing going crazy, so that's why I'm doing it. Hi, Lynn Trupiano. How are you? You can have a card. My dear friend who came and reminded me of some beautiful people that my mother had in her life when she was here. Yeah, I'll get to you in a minute, okay? Cheryl, I'm going to give you a card first. Ooh, they're actually telling me to cut your cards. That's interesting. I shuffle them. Oh, and they're going everywhere. So you actually have 2 cards today. Yay, Cheryl. The deck talks the way it wants to talk. Okay, so the first card that comes up and shows up for you today is the dove. Okay, now the dove is a symbol of peace. It's a symbol of calm. It's a symbol of spirituality. It's kind of like your connection to whoever it is, or whatever name it is, or who your higher power would be, whether it's God, creator, whether it's a deity, whether it's, the sun god, it doesn't matter who it is, but whatever it is that you connect to spiritually, that's what this card represents. And for you right now, okay, so it's like, I feel like you're coming off of a really busy time. Like you've been really, really busy all week, and you've been really, really busy. Probably they're saying like a month and a half or so. And they're showing me this, and all of a sudden you just come into the spot and you like stop. Okay. And it's like literally like stop, and you jerk back, and it's like, wow, what just made me stop? And again, I see a theme here this day, like I always do. They're telling me that you need to slow yourself down just a tad so that you can balance and feed all parts of your soul. So you have your emotional side, you have your physical side, you have your spiritual side. And right now, it's like you're spread thin over all of that, okay? So you need to slow down a little bit so that you can allow the calm and peace that you're seeking into your life. And again, everything's muddied up right now because of the retrograde that we're in. So things are like moving slower than they normally do. So you want to make sure you take time for yourself for connecting with that spiritual side that you need to keep connecting with. The second card that came down, and this kind of goes right with the dove, right, is the ancestor card. Okay, so now the ancestors are people that walked with us here on earth, walked before us here on earth, or there are ancestors from way back, okay? And that's calling in your spirit family. And your spirit family is actually around you very much right now, and they're very attentive right now. So you need to let them know what it is your goals are. You need to let them know what you're looking to happen. And it will start clearing up after the retrograde's gone, but keep telling them and talking to them. I said to everybody last week, it was the same thing with me. There was something that I really needed to happen. And I was telling my spirit family for a couple weeks, like, I really need the help with this. I need you guys to help me do this so it goes smooth, no issues. And then all of a sudden, bam, on Friday, it was like it happened. And I can tell you, I'm not really like in my human state able to tell you how that happened. I just know that it happened, and I'm very grateful. So I told them, thank you. So this is kind of what they're saying. You need to calm down and slow down, okay, so that you're feeding all parts of you that need to be fed of your soul, okay? Your spirit energy, your emotional energy, your physical energy, okay? And they're willing to bring that to you with the ancestors, okay? The ancestors are there for you, that you can draw energy and wisdom from. You can ask them to clarify things for you in your dream time, and they will clarify it. It might be not like picking up a phone, but it's pretty close when it comes in your dream state. So that's your cards for today, and that's really cool because you got two, and spirit does what spirit wants to do. So I hope that gives you a little bit of insight. Cheryl, I appreciate you being here for sure, and thank you very much. Hi, Sam. How are you, Sam Louise? Okay, so I'm going to do Lynn first. All right, let's see if I see anybody else here right now. Hi, Kim Wilson. Hi, Pixie. Hi, Ms. Long. Yeah, I'll give you a card here, but let me give Lynn one first. And as for those that are just sort of joining, make sure you understand Sean and Beck's Darcy's birthday was this weekend, and the babies always come first. So I volunteered to kind of step in so they could kind of finish up the celebration this weekend. And it's always fun because I get to play with you guys here online. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so your card today, and then let me do this too before I do anything else. Let me copy the link in case someone wants to come in live with me and put that up so you guys are welcome to come in, and I'll bring you into the studio. Okay, so there you go. There's your card today, and it is the Moose. Okay, now, all right, so the Moose. Although everybody, hang on, I get a drink here. Although everybody thinks how cute they are and cool they are, they're a really large animal, and they're very, very territorial in the wild. They're very majestic. And most of the time, they're loners, except when the moms have the foals, I guess you'd call them, or the baby moose, whatever. And then the baby moose will stay with mom for a while. But they're very territorial. And this is what keeps coming up for you, and I'm not sure why, but it's like territorial. It's like you need to kind of set your boundaries. I'm seeing that there's instances recently around you, and will continue probably through this upcoming week. And a lot of that, again, has to do with people being stuck in the muck during a retrograde. But it's kind of like you need to kind of set your boundaries with these people. And there's a couple of them at least. And they kind of just walk in and invade your space, invade your time. They expect things of you. And part of it is because, okay, what they're showing me is you are like a fixer. You can come in and, you help people. And I'm a fixer, so I get it. It's a strong attitude we have, and it's really difficult for us to put ourselves in a place of what we consider like weakness because we need help, and we kind of get stubborn like the moose do about letting other people in to maybe assist. So there's a twofold message for you today. One is you need to set your boundaries loud and clear with these couple people that I'm feeling their energy around you, because they're showing me this moose like bending down and pulling its head back up with its antlers, and their antlers are massive. So it's like, and then she backs up and then she turns a different way and she does the same thing. So, and she's setting her boundaries. So this is what you need to do for sure. And the other thing is, like I said, you need to take time to work with yourself and on yourself for balance. And pretty much just let your voice be heard, because I feel like there's people trying to take advantage of you. And again, it's because we allow it, because we just step in most of the time and do things. And people really don't look at us and say, well, what do you need? And so right now, that's what they're saying. You need to not do for everybody at a drop of a hat. And you need to look at what you need from other people. And in the meantime, keep setting those boundaries. Okay. All right. There you go. Card was moose. So I hope, Lynn, that that works for you. Okay, I think I have. Yep, I got Rob. Hi, Rob. Oh, by the way,
Hello.
Your haircut is awesome. I know you like long hair. I mean, I get that.
I do.
I get it. But I can tell you, when you did this, I actually saw this on my message, my main home page or whatever on Facebook. It really took a lot. And you don't look old. I'm not saying that, but it really took a lot of years off of you.
It does. It does.
But you look really handsome. So you should be really proud of that. I'm proud of you for doing that. That's cool.
Well, just part of the changes that I'm making.
Yeah, well, I'm actually thinking about cutting mine because I lost so much of mine with taking the drug for my nerves for 4 years. Okay. And I'm off of it now, but it's not really growing back as fast as I'd like. And my daughter says, don't you dare cut it. And I'm like, yeah, I want to cut it like yours.
There you go. Well, hey, I'll tell you what, it has been so hot this summer.
Yeah.
I couldn't take it anymore. And I have AC too, but I can't run my AC as low as I want because I can't afford it, to be honest.
Well, so, yeah, I get it. 100% I get it.
It was just it was part of the change. I wanted to make a change, and it's actually a flat top that
I love it.
My dad used to wear all the time, so it's kind of a tribute also to him.
I love it. It looks great on you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so your card today, and no other cards jumped out this time, is water. Okay, the elemental of water. So the elemental of water, well, you just said you're like going through changes, but what they're telling you is it's very fluid with you right now. So it's not just one thing that's going on. It's like the whole everything, and it's very fluid for you. Okay. So you need to kind of keep on that path. And like I just said to them earlier, we are in a retrograde right now. So it's going to slow down a little bit. It's not going to be quite as rapid. And once we're out of that retrograde, it's going to start flowing really well again. So try to not get frustrated right now, as I'm feeling there's going to be like a couple things that you want to do or you want to have happen. And it's not going to like be real smooth right now. Okay. But they're still keeping it in the flow for you. The spirit world is. Okay. And so the elementals are just saying, take care of yourself, do what you need to do. But remember, if it's not as quick as you want it to, it's because we're in this planetary kind of stuck situation right now. Okay. And sometimes it'll be almost to the point where, like, when the water's running, and what they're showing me is like the water's running and it comes up to like, how salmon go up right now in the fall, they're all jumping and leaping and stuff. Well, what it's showing me is the water's kind of going backwards right now, and it's actually hitting into that upflow. So you've got an upflow and a downflow going on. So they're just telling you, don't worry about it. You don't need to feel trapped. Just kind of give yourself into it, because they're actually putting up almost like a pause for the rest of stuff to catch up to with you. And again, this is about balance. So I think that's kind of going to be the theme today, but it's about balance. You need to have everything balanced: your spiritual, your mental, your physical, your emotional, everything kind of sort of has to come to that balance point. But just don't let yourself get sucked into things that you are like, don't go down the rabbit hole. Okay. That's like one of my favorite things right now. Don't go down a rabbit hole. Okay. And this is what it's showing me, but you're going around the outside and around it. So spirit family is definitely around you, and they're taking care of you, but that elemental is helping you clean out old and move in positives. Okay. Make sense?
That makes sense to me.
Okay. I love you. Make sure you inbox me so I can do that other read for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably need it. So yeah, I definitely do that.
Okay. I love you, baby. Thanks for stopping in.
Love you too.
Okay. Bye. Okay. All right. So that was Rob. Okay. Now I'm going to go down a little bit, and I got to actually I got Lynn. Okay. Pixie wanted a card, right? Yep. I think you did. I think you did. I think you do. Hi, Karen. How are you? Hi, Carmela. Yeah, full moon. Okay, before I do your card, I got to tell you, Carmela is a nurse practitioner who I absolutely adore and love. And I thank her for everything her and all the healthcare professionals have been doing for us during this pandemic. And I adore them. So anyway, she is definitely saying the same thing. The full moon sucks in the medical field. It does. And I'm telling you, it's not. I remember some of the people saying, oh yeah, it's not a big deal. You guys are full of it. And then, we'd see it time and time again. We'd have crazy stuff coming in through the ER. And I worked at Children's Hospital, and we'd have all the crazy stuff coming in the ER on full moons. People just do. I don't know. It's like when I get a full moon and I'm sitting here, I can't even sleep. I try shutting the blinds. I can't even sleep. It's like real hit and miss sleep. So yeah, I hate full moons. Okay. Wolf loved them though. All right, Miss Pixie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh. All right. Well, I just did this. So this is cool. Your card today is White Sage, White Sacred Sage. Okay. All right. So, okay. So they're laughing, and they just said to me, yeah, she's holding a lot of stuff in right now. And like, she's like kind of like a ticking pressure cooker, those little things that my mom, they don't make pressure cookers the way they do now. It used to be a deep, heavy aluminum or steel or whatever, metal, and you put your stuff in, and then it had a lid that had a rubber seal on it, and you seal the handles, and then you put what you call a rocker on the top, right? And as the steam builds up, it makes the rocker go, and that's how you would time whether whatever was in the pressure cooker would have to cook, okay, and would be okay. And if you didn't watch it, that thing blew off, and you could have a whole mess in the house, because it's not fun when the pressure cooker blows. This is what I'm getting for you, is there's a pressure cooker building within you about one thing in particular, but they said there's a couple more in there, like thrown into the mix. And what I'm being shown for you as well is you need to bring in balance for yourself and actually light some sage, and maybe take, a half hour, 20 minutes just to kind of cleanse your thoughts, kind of chill, just kind of bring that temperature back down from that pressure cooker. And it's really difficult right now for a lot of us, because there's a lot of stupid people stuck on stupid, and stupid's going around a lot. People are not respecting other people, and it makes it difficult. And it's like everybody's so so quick to anger. You know, you can say something to somebody and they like take an entirely different meaning from it than you meant it as, and you don't know what to say. So it's kind of like you go out into the world and you really don't even want to talk to people. So this is what I'm seeing. This is kind of like a pressure cooker for you. I almost get it's because of the location you're in right now. It's like this huge pressure cooker. But they're saying just chill, take time for yourself. And they're saying burn some sage. And I'm getting 3 to 5 days. So like it's going to last for 3 to 5 days when it really begins. And it's going to be like one thing on top of the other, and it's going to kind of layer. But if you just think about it and look at it as people that are stuck on stupid right now, it'll be okay. And I agree it's really hard right now. I get very upset right now, especially because I know a lot of people in the medical field, Sarah included, that I worry about them. I worry about what's happening. There's just really crappy things that are going on right now in the world. So I'm being told also that by you doing this, it'll be the people that are around you will learn to chill too. And it'll take that temperature down for you. But they're really basically telling you to stick to your roots, practice what you need to practice to keep yourself balanced and keep yourself out of those negative places. And I know by what they're just showing me, I know you've got a temper like I do, okay? My temper, not a lot of people see, but when it gets built up, it is like that pressure cooker. And it takes a lot for me to get to that point. And I think it takes a lot for you to get to that point from what they're showing me. But it's like you're almost at that point right now where that rocker is going to come off that pressure cooker. So you need to just breathe. White sage, smudge. I love you and thank you for stopping in today. And my cat just decided Mulan wanted to be up here. I guess she wanted to see you, Ms. Long. Okay, so I hope that resonated with you. It's actually a good clue for everybody is to just chill and kind of take that moment out of the day, so that you don't cause more negatives to happen because people are just like stuck on stupid right now. Okay, all right. Let me go down. Okay. I love you too, Dan, very much. Very, very much. Hi, Mikey. How are you? Mike Monet. Yes, I will give you a card and then I'm going to go. Woo. Oh, that's not good, Kay. Part of Mike, just for a minute, I'll get you. Hang on. Part of this with the eating is also part of everything's not in balance with you, Kay. So you need to make sure that you take the time so that you can eat properly. So you're caring for yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. Okay. It's really important. You need to set those boundaries down. Okay. All right. So thanks, Dan, for the super sticker. I know that Bex and Sean look at them and you will be on the board. And remember, guys, I put it on. Go get your Ghost Dimension shirts over in the shop. ghostdimension.co.uk. Boy, I remembered this time. Can you believe that? That's a gift. It's because I sat there reading it over and over for 15 minutes to make sure I had it right. Okay, Mikey, let's see what I've got for you today. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so your card today, and actually as soon as I flipped it, I knew, is all about community. And your card today is the elk. Okay, and right now it's about community. It's about having your voice heard within this community. It's about Yeah. It's about, okay, I'm listening. Hang on a minute. Okay, so what they're showing me is there's this bull elk, okay? And he's kind of the caretaker and the watchdog for the entire herd, right? They all do sort of what he asks them to do, to move forward, to, like, if they're crossing a river, and this is actually what they're showing me. They're showing me the river from one side to the other, and they're waiting for the bull elk to say, okay, it's time for us to move forward. So this has to do with something that's involving sense of community. And everybody's kind of looking towards you to know when it's safe to move forward. Now, it doesn't mean in like actuality, but they're kind of people that are kind of watching to see how you react to something. And I'm not sure what it is, but the community is the tight group of people that you know on a daily basis that are not only on social media. Like there's a few that are tight with you on social media as well, but this is more so about the people that are like what you would consider maybe extended family. So there's a decision and they're kind of waiting to see what you how you react to it or how you go about setting it up. And it's like what I'm being told is you've got this and you can move through this safely. You can set it up for success and then just use your voice to let people know and they will follow or they will come to you or whatever this is that you're in the process of setting up or taking care of. But I do see it'll impact a lot of people, but in a positive way. And we need positive right now, so much positive. So I don't know if this is an idea you have been working on or something, an event that you're working on, but it's like, just take your time that you need and the right time will be shown to you and you'll know it and trust your gut and everybody will follow. They will join in more positives. Okay, Mike, so that's your card today. And like I said, it's about grounding and communicating and you're the one that's going to set whatever this is up. So I hope that resonates with you. Not sure what it's been about. All right. Let me see. Oh, Yoda's here too. Hi, Yoda. How are you today? Oh, you just got home? Sure. Cool. I'm glad you joined us. Okay, let me shuffle them up good. Oh, and I'm being told to split yours up too. What the heck is going on with that? Okay, so there we go. Shuffled and split. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, your card today is the Raven. Okay. I have a love-hate relationship with ravens. Okay, ravens are messengers of the in-between. So they can go from the spirit lands to our area, our dimension. And they bring messages from the people in spirit land. And this is about... Okay, yeah. So they're like coming in and it's going to be communication on a new level for you. It's like they just said, he's upped his game. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what your game is, but you've upped it and they recognize it. So you need to be kind of alert to signs that are showing up around you. And the ravens and the crows are very animated when they want to get something across. And if you're missing it, they'll come in, literally come to where you're at by your home or whatever, and they'll just keep popping up in front of you because they want you to pay attention to what spirit is saying. So this card for you today is them bringing you the, okay, we're ready. If you're ready, we're going to up the game. So I'm basically seeing communications on a different level. Okay, I got to show you because she's being a brat. That's who keeps coming up. and saying hi. Turn around so they can see you. Okay, now go. But let's move on. So communication, you are hearing it, don't doubt it. You are seeing signs, don't doubt it. And they're just saying, take it slow right now. And it's going to open up more and more as you move forward within the next month even. But you need to remind, and they're just like constantly reminding me to tell everybody this, it is retrograde right now. So things might not be quite as clear as they would be, but it will happen. And again, you know, watch for the signs, watch for the things that'll show up around you, listen to things. And again, you'll see things over and over and over. And it's really kind of cool because they make sure we see it. And they don't stop until you acknowledge what you're seeing, okay? So listen to them, and the ravens and the crows are, like I said, of the in-between. So whatever, you're elevating to that next level, okay? So I hope that makes sense for you. Hi, Demon, how are you? Okay, let's see. Lisa, yeah, I can give you a card. Good, Kay, I'm glad. That's all right. You know, this is okay, Kay. You took, you know, hey, that's cool. Oh, I'm not that wise. I just let them yell at everybody through me. But no, Kay, it's really important you do stuff for yourself. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. Well, Lisa, the card just turned over by itself. I didn't do it. So this is your card today. It's the polar bear. Okay. So the polar bear, everybody thinks, oh, well, it's the opposite because you've got dark, you know, the black bears, the brown bears, the grizzlies. The polar bears are about, you know, wintertime. And no, they're really not. Polar bear brings through the strength needed to meet whatever's ahead on your path. You know, they adapt. It's about adaptability, especially nowadays because the ice is melting. They have to learn ways to adapt themselves, to be able to eat, to be able to survive, to be able to live, to allow their young to continue living. And it's been very devastating to them, but they adapt. So this card for you right now is, okay, there's like a bunch of junk going on right now. I just see like, and I don't like this movie, but that's why they're showing it to me. You know, Wizard of Oz, how the house turns and the hurricane comes or the tornado or whatever it is that comes down and the house kind of falls down and there's debris flying all over. And yeah, that's what they're showing me with you. And you're like in the eye of the storm and you're like, what the heck is going on? I need to get out of this. And it's kind of, the retrograde has something to do with it, but it's also kind of yourself that's made you kind of stand in the middle of it and you're stuck there. So you need to have to, okay, yeah, good English. You need to take a look at how you're approaching things right now that are causing you, and the word they're using, irritation, and kind of take a long breath in and out to look at other possibilities to either get around these things or deal with them head on. And I'm being told you don't have to deal with all of them. Some of them you just need to let go. But it's like you're like this giant magnet right now, and all this stuff is just swirling around you. So what I'm being told to tell you is you have the strength to push yourself through this, whatever it is. And I actually get it's like a combination of a few things. But it really is, the word they're giving me is exhausting. So it's really super exhausting that this is happening to you right now. And it's like you feel like you can't catch a break is what they're telling me. But you do have the stamina, you do have the strength, and you do have the wisdom to be able to walk through all this. You just have to kind of set your boundaries. Like I think I told somebody earlier today already, it's a boundary issue right now too, but you need to set your priorities up so they work for you, not for everybody else. And this is how the polar bear takes care of things. You know, they prioritize what's important for them. Okay, so it's important for them to teach their young how to find food. It's important to them. They teach their young how to swim because they're out in the oceans. Okay, so this is what you have to look at for yourself. What is it gonna take for me to not just survive, but to be able to get through and have positives on the other side of when you push through all this chaotic stuff? You are really a magnet. That's what they keep saying to me. She's a magnet. She's a magnet. And I'm like, and it's like, because you are, it's like just swirling around you with stuff that really isn't important in your world, but it's like almost like you're getting forced and pulled into it by this outside chaos. So they're saying you have the strength to do it. You can do it. You can push through, and it'll be fine. You just have to make sure you take the time you need for you, okay, and set the boundaries. And that's the card for you today, Lisa, and it is the polar bear. Okay, so now, hi, Ruthie. How are you? Oh, let's see here. Miss Serena, I will give you a card. Yes, I will. Hi, Christy. How are you? Christy Wilkinson. Nice to see you here. I'm going down the line and I've got time today. So if you can guys be patient, I'll get down to the bottom of the list for sure. Okay. All right. And I thank you for spending time here. And Dan, again, thanks for the super sticker. And the kids will make sure your name's on that board. All righty. Let's see what we've got here for Miss Serena. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. Here you go. Your card today is the parrot. And this is actually a friend of mine's parrot, Jojo. This is Ario's own Jojo. And I love this bird. He's really a cool bird, and he talks a lot, and he does all kinds of cool things. So yeah, the parrot represents communication, and right now they're like going to my throat and saying, yeah, her voice isn't being heard. It's kind of like you feel almost stifled, like people are looking over your opinions or your thought process. They don't really take into consideration what you need. It's all about them. That's what they're telling me. It's all about them. It's never about her. And yet she goes out of her way to be there for these people, but it's always about them. So this is the thing that the parrot is kind of saying. You need to make sure that you're heard, okay? After they quiet down, you need to tell them to sit, listen, and hear you, okay? And then just tell them where it's at. You know, it's nothing bad. It's nothing earth-shattering, but you need to be heard. And this is what I'm getting for you. And it's like, you've gotten to a point where you kind of just sit back and you're not saying a whole lot. You just kind of take everything in. But the thing that I'm getting from Spirit right now is they're telling me really loud that your opinion counts. Okay, your opinion matters just as much as the next person. So you need to kind of find a way to bring that balance for yourself, to be heard, to vocalize your thoughts, but in positives. And once you do that, it's kind of going to bring about some changes for you of new opportunities and people that kind of resonate really well with you, and things and events that resonate well for you. But it's all about how you communicate to others, and you need to make sure that your voice is heard, not in a mean way, not in a nasty way, but you need to tell them to hush and listen and hear what you're saying. And it's really important with you right now to do that. And again, remember that we are in retrograde, so that kind of puts everybody in a funk right away anyway, and energy levels are lower, which means, you know, the positives aren't as easy to access for ourselves, to utilize for ourselves. But if you do things in the right way, your communication will be heard and acknowledged, and that's only going to make things better for you. Okay, and more positive in your life. So that's your card, the parrot. Okay, so I hope that resonates with you, Miss Serena. All right, I think I said that. Okay, going down a little bit here. Hang on. I am really glad, Cheryl. That's really good. Okay, I'm glad that resonated with you. Thank you, Ruth. Ruth has some cards. Yes, and I will pull one for Miss Christy Wilkinson. Yes, I will. Now you gotta remember, guys, why not? Why wouldn't you come on live with me, Ruth? Why not? You're chicken. All right, Christy, let me get a card pulled here for you. I swear to God, Ruth, if it's a duck, I'm gonna just read it for you. Should put some chickens in there too. Or roosters. All right, Christy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I shuffled this deck. You just can't make this stuff up. I mean, I cut it, shuffled it. And you also have the parrot card, okay? Let me get a drink. This is going to be good. Okay, I just can't make this stuff up this way. Anyway, the parrot card, okay, is all about, again, what I just said, communication, okay? But what I'm kind of getting from you is you feel like you actually feel that your voice and your thoughts and your processes of thoughts or ideas are not being heard or being accepted from where you are. And I get this is more of a social situation, like maybe a work situation or something that you do all the time type situation. And it's like, it doesn't matter what you say, you're feeling like they're not listening to you, you're not being heard, your concerns are not being heard. And I get this kind of, they list like just took me and they went whoosh, and I went through a bunch of people. I even went through like medical people, and then I went through like people in the stores, and they brought it right back to you as the center. Okay, so part of what's going on, okay, yeah, is you need to think in positive ways and don't let things affect you. If the people aren't listening, then you need to move on from those people. You need to move away from those people in trying to get a point across, especially right now in retrograde. Nobody's going to hear that. But it's also to tell you that your opinion does matter. Your thoughts do matter, but you need to take it on not as, the word they're using is they don't want you to take it on as a cause, like, you know, women can vote or, you know, whatever, you know, we need more hours or, you know, whatever. It's like not a cause. And it's like almost like some of the things that you're taking on are like, that's how you're viewing it as a cause. And you need to kind of step back from it a little bit and see how it really affects you for you. And then kind of communicate that. And again, the parrot is all about talking and communicating and being able to be heard, and you need to look at it from a different perspective. And once you do that, you'll be able to move through it. But I am being told, don't bring stuff through that. It's like you take on a lot. That's what they're saying. She takes on all this stuff and other stuff that's more important or should be more important to you, like it's in your realm, it's in your sacred circle, your sacred space, is not getting the attention it needs. So kind of prioritize the things. And once you do that and know that the positives, admit that there's positives out there, the more of the positives will be attracted to you as the center of all of this. Okay, they're also saying really loud for you to okay, I have a woman moving forward, and she's an older woman, and she's kind of just wanting you to know that your spirit family is around you. And it's like, I want to say this is a mother energy. I don't think it's a grandmother energy. I think it's a mom energy. And I want to say your mom, or someone that you considered as a mom. And I get to that it's like, it's not been like really super long that she's passed. So she's here and she's just basically telling you to, oh God, they're so funny. Put your big girl shoes on and you've got this and you know how to do what you need to do. Just do it. And don't, like, again, I'm being told by spirit, period, that you don't need to take on everybody's causes, because that's what's kind of causing the exhaustion, and it's attracting other kind of crap to you too. And I've been there and I've done this, and it's like, if you think we're not in control of certain things that happen in our life, we are, because we attract what we put out. And that's what the big reminder there is. So your voice can be heard in a better way, okay? That communication can be heard in a better way. All right, I hope that resonates with you, Christy. And thanks for popping on. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's see. I get my glasses again. Oh, okay. You're not doing a live. Yeah, screw you. You don't want to do a live. You're so funny, Ruth. Sure, Rich. Yeah, and I just told Ruthie to screw you. That's okay. She knows I'm teasing. I love her. She's been to the cave before. She knows. We know each other very well. All right. Sir Rich. That's what I was told as I'm shuffling these cards. Sir Rich is here. Sir Rich. I don't know. Sir Rich. That's funny. I like that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Get back, Mulan. Back. No, yes, back. She wants to get in here, and she's not in a room. Okay, Rich, your card is the rabbit. Okay. And I love when the rabbit comes up, because people are like, the rabbit? What kind of totem is a rabbit? But what the rabbit represents, number one, is endurance for you right now. It's also about fears, and it's about meeting those fears head on. It's also about, they're literally showing me this rabbit run down a rabbit hole. Like, don't go down the rabbit hole. Okay, and I'm being told really loud that, okay, I'm actually seeing a rabbit. They're setting up in kind of a meadow situation so that it's kind of chill. And it's just going about doing its business, eating dandelions, nibbling on tender buttercups and stuff like that. So this is kind of where you need to be at right now. Part of what's going on with you is, again, and it's like, energy, my way, energy, my way. And it's kind of like people are constantly butting heads with you, is what they're telling me. But you're like more of the rabbit that's like, here I am, and you're not going to catch me. So it's like, here I am, you're not going to phase me, okay? Phase you by whatever they say. And it's like I said, people are stuck on stupid right now. So you need to kind of just rein it in a little bit for yourself and go to the meadow to be chill. So wherever your happy place is, that sounds crazy, but whatever makes you happy and calm is where you need to spend more time. Don't use your energy confronting, or when people confront you, because I'm actually feeling like it could get bad quick. And they're giving me like the number 4, so it's like 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 days, 4 days. It's almost like you're gonna run into somebody that's just gonna put your blood pressure up really, really high, and you need to walk away. They're saying, just walk away. Just walk away. And I think it's because of the state of affairs the world are in right now with the pandemic. And, you know, I mean, everybody's angry about something, but don't let it get your blood pressure up. it's like you have a place and you have your people and you have your little bubble of people. Like I've got my bubble of people that I see and I'm around, and I feel safe and secure. Because right now you don't need to be going out. It's like just move forward to do what you want to do. And if people say something stupid, don't let it raise your blood pressure up. And this is like really big because I'm feeling this rabbit. You know how when rabbits actually they get if you can literally scare a rabbit to death because their hearts are so small and they can't take that and they'll just go. So they're showing me this, not because anything bad's going to happen to you that way, but they're showing me this because they want you to keep your blood pressure down and don't engage with people that are stuck on stupid. Just walk away. And that's the card for you. And it's like they're showing me all these people going down the rabbit hole. You don't need to go down the rabbit hole. You've been down the rabbit hole, and now it's your time to be walking around and enjoying your life. Okay, so that's your card today. Very different. Very, very different. But I am feeling there's going to be some situation. And believe me, I'm out in public just to go to the store twice a month. And when I do, there's so many people stuck on stupid. I just literally want to scream and do something. And you have to walk away. So that's really important that you remember that. And they're saying it again, walk away. Okay. So whatever's going on, Rich, I hope that resonates and please stay safe. Okay. So Dawn is here. You can have a card, of course. I hope things are well for you. Oh, thank you guys all for coming in today. Kids are on a break today. I said Darcy's birthday is more important to have a birthday weekend. So the party's still going on over at the kids' house with the babies. Okay, so Dawn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so your card today is the crocodile. Okay. Okay, so the crocodile brings in, crocodiles and gators are really old. They're very powerful. They're very stealth. And they've got a really thick armor. They actually have, what is the word? They have antibodies that are actually in their hides that act as antibiotics if they get hurt or injured. And it takes a lot to injure them because of their skin. Okay. So what I'm seeing with you is the alligator is like taking the bait and just twisting. That's what they do. They go into this roll when they have a live food object, and they turn and they turn and they twist and they go down to the bottom of where the water they are. And they will eat part of it and then store the rest for later. Or if it's small enough, they'll eat it right there whole. So this actually for you is about the ancestors, because the crocs and the gators have been around forever. And it's about that wisdom and that pride that you hold within yourself, honoring the old ways. And it's like, okay, yep. Okay, so they're also saying that with that said, you have a role here. You have a role in this time, in this place, as a keeper of wisdoms, like our ancestors do. And it's like we're going to be called upon in time. It's like we're not right now, but it's like you're going to be called in with other. There's going to be other people too. It's kind of like the group of people that are frustrated that they don't know how to reach people. And it kind of goes back to a vision I had back like in 2011 or 2012. And I've had it over and over and it never changes. And it's like the earth is collapsing. There's 3 guardian angels that are holding up like columns in the world. And in between them, the earth is kind of crashing and all these people are falling through, but they're people that didn't listen. And then there's a bunch of us on the outside that are putting them to safety, but not all of them can get to safety. And this is what I'm being told to tell you. Everybody is where they're at right now. And doesn't matter what side of the fence they fall in, that's their decision. You just have to remain strong for what's coming, because for what's coming, you're going to be needed and called upon. And you won't be able to catch everybody that's sliding down. And there's water that rushes through this vision, and there's fire, you know, with things kind of coming up. So it kind of reminds me of the times we're in right now. And this is what they're connecting me to again, with you, for you, is you need to just speak your truths. And sometimes you need to just hold on to the wisdoms you have, because they're going to be needed in time ahead. Sorry, didn't mean to get so serious, but that's what they're telling me. So that's your card today, Miss Dawn. Crocodile. That's kind of some heavy stuff. Yeah, they do that to me now. Every now and then. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you? From the UK? Elizabeth Chitty. I like that. How are you? Okay, so I'm going down here. Sure, I will give you a card. Yeah, you're right, Pixie. Full moon sucks. Yeah, it does. There's no way around it. It just does. It energizes crystals and everything, you know, you put out, and for them to read and, you know, contain energy or cleanse or whatever. It's great for stones and gems and, you know, whatever else likes the moonlight. And the wolves, because they like playing in the moonlight. And yeah, it's just not my favorite time. A lot of weird stuff happens too. Oh, I see you down the bottom, Demon. I'll get you in a minute. Hang on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so your card today is the doe. Okay. All right. So with whatever's going on with you right now, I'm being told for you to take some, this is kind of the theme of the day, I guess. Take some time for yourself and be gentle on yourself. And also be gentler on others as things happen and you may react or come to conclusions without all the facts there. So they're saying be gentle with yourself and be gentle on others. And this is a time for you to just kind of nurture your soul, nurture your emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being. It's also time that, and I'm like hearing like a bunch of kids, like little kids running all around you. And it's like, yeah, don't want to do that. Don't want that chaos. Right now, you have to be in charge of what chaos gets into your sacred circle. So you need to nurture, and you need to make sure that what is in your sacred circle, okay, when I talk about the sacred circle or your sacred hoop, it's everything on the inside, is everything that's really super important with you right now, everything that is means a lot to you, that you take care of, that helps you balance, that's all on the inside. And sometimes we have to go in there and kind of clean it out a little bit, and we have to take stuff and put it on the outside just for now, maybe, or maybe for good. It doesn't matter. You're not putting them out because you don't like it or you hate whatever it was that was in there. It's just that it's not serving your purpose right now. So it's not resonating for your highest good. And this is what I'm being told for you really loud. You need to nurture yourself, go into that sacred space and kind of clean out and really take a look at what isn't working for you right now, what isn't resonating with you right now. And if it's people, it's no big deal. You just put them on the outside. You may reach a point down the road or in a few days that you want to put them back in to that space, but really specifically look so that you are surrounding yourself with those things and nurture your soul. And it's like so many people, because of all the stuff in the world that is going on right now, so many of the people are just given to the emotion of the day. You know, maybe we go on social media, or maybe we see something on TV, or maybe we see somebody in the towns or cities where we live, and they're resonating low because they're kind of negative. It's negative information, negative space. And so then we wind up sucking all that negativity towards us, right? Because we're giving it attention, we're giving it energy. And you want to stop doing that, and you need to kind of clean it out and then nurture yourself. Resonate with things that are making you happy, resonates with what's good for you. And there's nothing to feel guilty about with that, but you really need to do that so you bring balance to yourself. And, you know, if you go into, like, not you, but if people go into, like, say, a depression, or people go into a spiral, or they're just down, low energy, don't want to deal with things, we have to acknowledge that and say, okay, what's this going to do? What do I have to do to fix this? Okay, what do I have to do on my end to fix this? And that's nurturing yourself, your spiritual, your emotional, your physical, your mental, everything. Okay, it's everything. It's how we interact. Okay, so that's your card, Elizabeth, and it's the dough. All right, now I'm going to bring you on, sir. I'm going to bring her. Oh, look at you. You look all dapper today. Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you for getting dressed up to come on and say hi.
No problem.
All right. Let me see what I can get for you today. Hang on one sec. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You... I was just talking about these guys the other day. Have the spider. Okay. Now, the spider is actually, within my culture, is actually revered because it's about weaving your own web. It's about putting things in proper order that you want. You make your own story. You write your own story. You put the pages together. You create the web in the direction you want it to go. And the spider's actually there to assist you, and things that maybe need to be mended. There are things that you haven't paid attention to in your life for a while. That's where they'll direct you to put your energy and place your energy, okay? And you need to understand, though, that you're the one that is in charge of how that web, or how your life or path or journey, whatever way, you're the one that's in charge of what direction it takes. You're the one that's in charge of where to put that energy. Okay, you're the one, nobody else, because it's all about how we react to things, or how we see things, or how we desire, want, or need things, right? Everybody's different. You and I could see the same event happening, like we were watching a ball game or something, or a soccer game, right? Or a football game, like you guys call it over there. And we see the game, but we both have different perspectives. We see the same thing, but we have different perspectives. So this is what the spider is coming in to tell you. You need to remember that you're driving the bus. Okay, you're driving the bus. You need to take it the direction you want to take it, not what I want, not what Joe down the street wants, or Susie around the corner wants. It's what you want. You're in charge of that, and they're telling me to tell you that you have more control than you think you do. So, in other words, some things that might come up for you, it's about how you react to them, that how they play an impact on your life. The people that may come up to you, you make the choices to either accept what they're saying, doing, how they're being with you, or you don't. But it's all up to you. And this is really important for you right now, because this is going to be like all through the fall. Okay, that's a spider. All through this upcoming fall, and we're really not in the fall yet, even though it's cold like fall. This is going to be a very productive time for you, so that when winter gets here, you'll already have things set in place. Right now, because we're in the retrograde, you can start thinking about stuff, but not necessarily they're saying don't put the plan of action in yet. It's like, wait a little bit. And then once we get out of that retrograde, things are going to smooth down for you. But again, it's about, and they just said building blocks. Okay. So it's about how you want to put it together, how you want to structure your life you're in control of that. And they're saying, please remember, you're in control of that. Nobody else is. You're in control of that. Even if, you know, take for instance, I had the other day when I went to the grocery store, I kind of stayed to myself because people are kind of a little off balance right now. And I literally had somebody that I was standing in the aisle and I was like looking around like, oh, what was it I needed in this aisle? Because I didn't write a list, right? And I'm kind of like looking down the aisle, but I'm not looking at anybody in particular. I'm looking at my mind's eye, what it was that I wanted. Well, this person blew up and started screaming, what are you looking at? You know, what's the matter with you? It's like, not looking at you, sorry, you know, and you walk away. But I've also seen it where people like, then they engage. So they're bringing that negative energy back and they're doubling what was sent at them. And this is what I'm being told for you. Kind of just hang on to your own energy and walk at your own pace. And there's some good things that you're going to be able to do. And I want to say almost like some traveling too coming up. Opportunities for it, things that you're not going to expect. So just kind of keep your nose on the right track, demon, and stuff will be good. But remember, positives out, positives in. Don't engage if it's negative and it's going to hurt your circle or your web or whatever. But you're in charge of how that works. Okay?
Okay,
Make sense?
thank you.
Okay, I love you. Thanks for popping on.
Love you too. Bye.
Okay, bye. All right, so that was his card, was the spider. Okay, so I'm going to go down a little bit more here. Good. I'm glad, Pixie. Okay. Yeah. You're welcome. Hi, Linnell. How are you? Okay. Yeah. You don't miss her. Mulan is old and crazy. Yeah, she's a Siamese. You know, she's 18 years old, guys. 18 years old. And you'd think, look at her and you think she's a kitten, but she's the boss. She's the boss of the boys for sure. Debbie. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Okay, I'm still reading here. So Adam's here. Hi, sure. I haven't seen you in a while, Adam. I hope all is well with you and your other half and your roundabouts that you've been doing. I haven't really been on to look and see what anybody's doing for the most part. I know. Here we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh. Okay, these are amazing. I wish I had a big enough space to have them because I would definitely have them. This is Koi. This is your card today. Now this is about, oh, okay. They said mastery. So mastery is I don't know if there's something you're trying to master or you're trying to accomplish, but they're saying mastery. Koi, okay, are also keepers of wisdom. They can be up to over 100 years old if they're taken care of properly. They're beautiful, they're revered in many cultures, but the Asian culture especially. And when they show up, I hear grandfather. Okay, so grandfather energy is stepping in right now. And because the koi are ancient, kind of like the crocs and alligators, but I'm hearing like grandfather energy come through, and it's like kind of proud, kind of there for you, with you, around you. But it's like, yeah, so your spirit family is always around you, and it's kind of like and I don't know what you've been up to lately, but they're like, you need to be a little more careful about some of the places that you're going to, and make sure you call upon your ancestors in the spirit world to assist you with some of this stuff. This is interesting. I'm literally seeing you, and it's like, I know how you are. with the family, you're always in good spirits and you laugh and you have jokes and, it's all good and everybody loves you and I love you. But they're saying particularly that you need to kind of protect yourself a little better from some of these investigations that you may be going on or in. And I don't even know if they can do them over there yet, but this is what this energy is telling me. And make sure when you do it, you need to call for your spirit family, family that has passed, that has walked here on earth with you or before you, and call them to help protect or help you communicate with whatever it is you're doing. This is definitely about that. So yeah, it's like they respect what you're doing and they just want you to be more careful and cautious how you're moving forward through. And it's definitely investigation. It's things, because they're showing me like dark things that you're going into, dark rooms and dark hallways and dimly lit. So you need to be careful with whatever it is that you're doing. And that's the main thing that's coming through for you right now. And call upon those energies from your spirit family. That's really odd. I've never had one like this. Okay. Thank you. I hope. Okay. Debbie. I will tell you, and this is from knowing other people that have had signs of their children or loved ones, and knowing my history of having lost certain people. If you see signs, it'll be something that either reminds you of them, or it will be something like a number. Or I had a friend that had dimes showing up everywhere over here. Every time they went somewhere, the dimes would be showing up. They'd be on the floor. They'd be on the counter. They'd be dimes everywhere. Or they'd be driving and they'd see numbers like 444, 333. They see numbers all the time. Or a song will come on the radio. And I can tell you, if you're made aware of it and it kind of clicks in your head, like, that's funny, that's kind of odd, it's usually a sign. Okay. The wolf was passed in 2020 last year. And I can tell you, I get signs all the time. I have other people that get signs to get in touch with me because of what the wolf is telling her to tell me, or telling them to tell me. Okay. I have also had things when I went for my last spine surgery, and it was a 2-hour drive, and a friend of mine picked me up to take me down there. And as I was pulling into the hospital, and it was like a 2-hour drive, so we're pulling into where the hospital was, a certain song came on the radio, and it was like, okay, it wasn't even a new song, and it was on a regular radio station, which would be playing today's music, and this song came on, and I could feel that presence. So, it's very difficult when we lose people in the human sense. But when we go to the other side, it's energy. It's our soul's energy. And that's what they see from. That's where they are. They're not in the physical anymore. So they have the ability to see and do and other things that are probably incapable of us doing multiple things at one time, right? So look for those signs and pay attention to those signs, because I guarantee you, your son is around you and doing well on the other side and loves you from the other side. They're always present, and it's just a matter of kind of taking notice when you do get those signs. So that's a good question, and bless you. I'll hold you in prayer, Deb. All right. I am coming down. Okay. You are welcome for your card. Okay, what is this? You are, oh, yeah, see? You're paranormally hungover. I didn't even know that. All right, I'm going down here. Let's see. I gave Christy Wilkinson's a card. Tasbear. Okay. All righty, let's do that. Oh, and you hear my phone in the background. Ignore it. Okay, Tasbear. Let me see what I've got for you. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. You have coming up for you today is the Orca. Okay. The Orca, let me just get a quick drink here. The Orca is also a creature that is looked upon as a wisdom keeper. They hold the keys. They hold the Akashic keys. They hold wisdoms of the past, and they've been around forever. And that's what they are, is keepers of wisdom. Okay, so for you, what I'm seeing for you is like a maneuvering of. Okay, so they're actually like swimming, and they're swimming in. Actually, they're swimming in like between ice. So the ice is shifting on the water, and they're kind of making their way, weaving through it and weaving through it. And it's about things that are being put, and it's shifting. The ice is shifting as they're kind of flowing through the water and going down. And they actually are surface dwellers a good portion of their time during a day. But it's about obstacles, and they're literally showing me obstacles for you that are coming up that you need to kind of weave and go through. And it's going to be kind of chaotic for a while. And the obstacles that are being set in front of you are kind of like all these negative things that you want to not really have touch or involve yourself in. So it's about, hang on, let me just shut this off. Hang on. Sorry. Ugh. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that, but it's just getting obnoxious. So apologies. Okay, so getting back to, okay, so the orcas are going through the ice, and the ice flow keeps changing. So it's almost like as you're moving through stuff with your life right now, it's like you kind of have your mind set on something or a goal, or you think you're on sturdy, your legs are good and you're sturdy with it. And then all of a sudden everything kind of shifts and you have to kind of go back and you're bobbing and weaving. And this is for you right now. They're telling me this is kind of part of your journey of things that you needed to learn while you were here in human form. Okay. And it's kind of making you stronger for things that are going to be coming at you in the future. Not necessarily bad, but it's like more knowledgeable, more balanced, more aware. And so this time, if it's like coming through right now, you'll be able to maneuver through it all. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. And I know I don't like having to do that kind of stuff either, but you have the strength to do it, and you also have your spirit family that's around you. So ask them if you need assistance. But you've got this, and you've actually got the knowledge to do what you need to do. But once you get through all this, okay, there's going to be a new wisdom to yourself, and it'll be like everything that you learned will be put to that point, and you'll be able to move forward in more positive ways and have more positive things happen to you and be called back into your life. Okay, so that is your card today. Awesome card. I love this one. Okay, all right, so holy crowsies. Well, let's see. Oh, I've been up here an hour and a half already. All right, well, that's it for today, guys. I love you all, and thank you for being here. And if I didn't get to you this time, I will try to get to you the next time. I'll be back on Tuesday. And from the kids and myself, all the love to you, and thank you for spending your time here with me at the cave today and with Ghost Dimension. Take care, guys. Bye. Thank you for tuning in today, and make sure to share, like, and subscribe to us and become part of the Ghost Dimension family here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. My name is Bear Medicine Walker, and I approve of this message.
Hello and welcome. I'm Bex.
And I'm Sean, and together we are Ghost Dimension, a paranormal investigative show that explores the most haunted locations in the world. You can watch us on
Amazon,
Pluto TV,
also the Roku channel,
or even our own YouTube channel. So please make sure you tune in, check it out, or visit our website at www.ghostdimension.co.uk, and let's see you all very soon.